So here's another story time video for you. I remember sitting in the SLT office when I heard a knock on the door. I shouted out,
"Come in."
And the student walked in really, really slowly. And he whispered to me,
"Mr. Thomas keeps falling asleep in the classroom."
Mr. Thomas was a supply teacher. A teacher falling asleep in the classroom. Not acceptable. So I asked the student if he was sure. And he just looked at me and nodded frantically.
Yeah.
So we looked at each other for a moment and I told him to go back to class. I told him that I'd be down in a moment. So I grabbed a piece of paper and a pen, scribbled down a note, and off I went. So I waited a couple of minutes by the door so it didn't look too suspicious for the student, and then in I went. The teacher looked fine, wide awake to me, walking around. So I went back to my desk, sat down, and had a think. Now that student was very honest and had no reason to lie. So I decided to go for another walk after lunch. So I waited 30 minutes and I went on another walk. And as I passed the classroom, I looked through the glass. Lo and behold, Mr. Thomas was having a nap. A full-blown nap, head nodding and everything. So I walked into the classroom and took a seat, hoping he would hear me and just wake up. Oh no, Mr. Thomas was in a deep sleep. The whole class went quiet.
Shh.
And if you listened carefully, you could hear a faint snore. Then all the students' heads turned to face me. I got up, trying to make as much noise as I could with my chair, hoping he would just wake up on his own. But he didn't. So I walked up to him and I gently tapped him on the shoulder. "Mr. Thomas, are you okay?" Well, he jumped so high. Poor Mr. Thomas. So I stayed in the class because he was now a health and safety risk. We did some team teaching so I didn't undermine his authority as a teacher. And he stayed awake.
Congratulations!
So I spoke to him at the end of the day and I informed the agency of what had happened and the health and safety implications, and told them not to send him back to this school. And we never saw Mr. Thomas again. Here are some activity ideas. Relative pronouns and this sentence. Did you know you could do this? Students writing. Follow and like. Let's write. And a noun. What is an expanded noun? And